We are all cripples, every one of us, more or less. Hello and welcome to Liam's Lyceum. I'm your host Liam, aka Himbar, and today I'll be doing a spoiler-free review of Fyodor Dostoevsky's Notes from Underground. Notes from Underground, or Notes from the Underground as I've seen it before, is an 1864 novella first published in the journal Epoch. It is a confession narrative in first person. It is also a philosophical work in opposition to determinism, supposedly against particularly the contemporary Russian work of what is to be done by Nikolai Chernyshevsky. It starts with a monologue, but otherwise reads like a dialogue. The underground man is 40 years old and is an isolated retired civil servant in St. Petersburg. There is discussion on utopian society and the need for pain and suffering so the opposite can be fully known. This restricts freedom. In contrast, that societies are cruel and people bemoan their fates and spread around the angst and so forth to others. A few other things would be that people don't always act in their own self-interest and that revenge is not virtuous. There's a bit more about these ruminations are, again, just a portion of part one, really. Of course, you should kind of read it yourself for the argument and to get your own thoughts on it. Those are just some things that stood out to me. What's lovely about the narrative is that it's all told in a very cynical manner and connected to this nameless character through his memoir. It's like, man is stupid, he does bad things when bored, and the narrator says he doesn't even believe what he's saying. He also looks a bit at romanticism, which is, kind of relevant to the time this came out. Part two is a little different. It continues the themes, but with the anecdotes of life experiences, and so has various narratives going on. There's some true thoughts on being with a wife and child, though our character acts pretty terribly in these circumstances. It reads almost kind of like a picaresque at times, but in some ways it all rather just feels impersonal otherwise. This is my first Dostoevsky. It's just short, which is why I decided to go with this one to begin with. And definitely interesting. Not quite like other things I've read before, though I can see some similarities in other things. Definitely a bit pessimistic in a sense, which feels like other things you'll read in like modernism or postmodernism. But anyhow, an interesting one. I don't really have much thoughts on it, just the things that stood out to me. So let me know what else you'd recommend. I mean, I've been recommended several things by my brother that I'll probably get to eventually. We'll just see. Anyways, Liam from Liam's Lyceum. I'll catch you next time.